Good evening, Southeast Texas and Southwest Louisiana. I'm meteorologist Lucas Bostwick. We're taking a look at satellite and radar over the past 3 hours. It's sponsored by Switch Electric. And we see that there were a few showers and storms over Southwest Louisiana earlier, especially around Kinder and Oakdale and that region in Allen Parish. But those storms have all died off at this point. And we had a lot of other showers earlier as well over Southeast Texas, with many areas picking up over 2 to, in some cases, over 3 inches of rain. So definitely some high potential whenever you get under some of these bigger storms. And we're going to take a look at current temperatures now. And this is sponsored by Do Good Federal Credit Union. We see that we're running in the 70s in some areas where there's been some rain-cooled air, especially like in Allen Parish right now, where it's in the 70s from the rainstorm that they had earlier. But otherwise, it's running in the 80s. As far as our national temperatures are concerned, this is sponsored by Dana Simmons Real Estate. We see that we have a lot of 80s still present over the south, and then we even have some 90s still, like Abilene at 93. Still pretty warm out there. But notice that some cooler air is starting to build into our northwest, especially around Denver and the Rockies. We see those blues showing up. That's some 30s up in the Rockies, and even some colder temperatures such as 20s in the higher elevations. So definitely getting some colder air beginning to work in from the northwest, and this will be in association with our cold front that is approaching on Thursday. Now, as far as our regional temperatures are concerned, we see that we're running in the upper 70s, but other areas are definitely still pretty warm, like Birmingham at 80, Tallahassee 80, so it's definitely still warm in other places. Now, as far as our futurecast is concerned, we see that we have not a lot to talk about. This is sponsored by Modern Concrete Materials. And as we get into the daytime, we start to see those showers and storms again develop. Maybe a little bit less coverage tomorrow than it was today, but still possibly a few scattered showers and storms around. We're going to keep it right now at 40%, but definitely going to be needing your rain gear out, as tomorrow there could be some showers and storms. Now, the tropics, we don't really have anything to talk about that affects the Gulf. However, we do see that we have 2 areas just to the north of the northeast, I would say, of the Lesser Antilles region. But all these systems should be going out to sea in general, although I might want to keep a little close eye on that system there to the north of San Juan, just because it's a little bit closer than I might be liking for the East Coast. But otherwise, I wouldn't be too concerned. It's looking like most of this will be turned out to sea, so definitely looking pretty good for the Gulf as far as that's concerned. Now, let's talk about our cold front, because that is on its way, and we see that Tuesday into Wednesday, there it is moving in Wednesday evening, and we do have those showers and storms that we're going to continue to see, sponsored by Neutron Electrical Services, and we see that by Thursday evening, that cold front does push offshore. So we will be having much cooler and drier air moving in. So you'll definitely notice it, especially for Friday night football. The weather's looking fantastic, and on college game day for Saturday as well. So looking like it's going to be a very nice weekend coming up. Now, lows tonight, they're going to be in the lower to mid 70s in general, around 80 at the beach. And then tomorrow, we should see enough, a little bit more sun possibly to reach around 90 or so for most areas, but otherwise it should be just in the lower 90s to upper 80s in some areas. And our 7-day outlook, it's calling for a 40% chance of storms for tomorrow, but 80% on Wednesday as that cold front moves in. And Thursday morning is really when it finally pushes all the way through. And look at that, for this weekend, we're seeing temperatures in the mid 80s, 84 possibly for the high on Saturday. That would be really nice if that happens. We'll kind of keep an eye on it and see if that actually does result. But the normal high this time of the year is 89, normal low 69. So definitely should start seeing some cooler air filtering in soon. So for Southwest Louisiana, we see that those showers and storms are very likely on Wednesday. We see that on Thursday, we have a 50% chance of storms still in the morning, but we do see that this weekend looks absolutely amazing, with low 60s likely starting Saturday morning, low 80s possible further east for highs Saturday. So definitely looking really nice for this weekend. Be sure to follow our YouTube channel and subscribe to it at youtube.com/GulfCoastWX, and check out our Facebook page for any and all your weather updates at Gulf Coast Weather Solutions. And also be sure to check out Johnny's forecast in the morning. All right, have a good evening, everyone, and enjoy your Monday.